everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Brewing. Today I've got a slightly special video for you because I've received today in the post this magnificent box of joy, which is an F80 unitank from Brewtools. I'm going to be opening this up now so you can have a look at what you get in the box, and for any of you lucky people who've got one of these on the way, you can see what you can expect in the post. So the first piece out is the blow-off tube. This sits on the side of the unitank and allows you to vent the air in and out of the vessel. So the vessel itself is about 50 kilos, so I'm not about to attempt to lift this out of the box. I've conveniently cut a little door in the back of the box so I can now pull out all the little goodies that are inside the box. First of which is the jacket. A nice neoprene jacket, which is great for keeping the heat in or out. Got the Brewtools logo on there and some zips on the bottom to help it get on and off nice and easy. Next up, we've got a little box of goodies here. So inside there we've got the butterfly valves, real heavy, good quality stainless steel valves. So that's it for what's inside the box. I may or may not have just shown you me struggling to get this thing out. It is quite heavy, but it's all solid steel, so that's kind of what you'd expect. So I'll pop off this tri-clamp and get rid of some of this plastic now, and we can see the F80 unitank in all its glory. So down here at the bottom we've got a box of more goodies, which is hopefully all the fittings that I need to put this together. I've just flipped the unitank over because the legs are adjustable on this. I can see there's nothing currently holding the legs in place, so I believe I should just be able to lift the legs up and then lock them into place with the attachments that come in the box. So I'm just going to try and raise it up a little bit because it's a little bit low for what I want it set up as, so I'll do that now. So those legs are quite stiff, but if you just work around you should be able to pop it out far enough for how far you want the legs extended. You can see, you might be able to see that the holes now line up in there, so I'm going to pull the attachments out of the box now and screw those into place. Also, while I've got this in this position, I've bought some castors which are M10 castors, and they should be able to screw into these holes here. So while it's in this position I'll do that now. The wheels aren't included, you do have to buy those separately, but you can get those anywhere, on Amazon for instance. I just got mine for about £16 from Amazon. So here they are, here are my castors, GBL castors for life, M10 50mm castors. Hopefully they're heavy duty enough for the full weight of the unitank. These are rated 50 kg on each wheel, so there should be more than plenty. That's the castors installed. If you are installing castors, you're going to raise and change the centre of gravity of the unitank. An issue that I had with my SS Chronicle is that it does become less stable. You're losing all this base area here to really keep it sturdy. So that's just something to be aware of. If you do choose to install castors, it's going to make it much easier to move, but that's the trade-off in stability. I've just opened the box of goodies to check for the fittings for the legs. Found the screws and all the other bits that I need. Got a very hefty and branded Brewtools wrench there, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to go and get all these screwed in so that I can get this unitank upright. Now with the right way up, I've fitted the legs and got them static where I want them to be. The castors are on and working. You can tell that it is a little bit wobbly. But it's definitely not as wobbly as my three-legged SS Brewtech Chronicle, which is good. How it's going to fare once it's full is yet to be seen, but so far so good. So now it's onto the box of goodies with all the attachments and fittings that I'll go ahead and get connected to the unitank. First in the box we've got gaskets, lots of gaskets, big gaskets, small gaskets, lots of gaskets. And then hopefully we've got as many tri-clamps as we've got gaskets. Also in the box we've got these feet for the unitank, but as I've installed the castors I'm not going to go ahead and install these. Also got this hand wrench for tightening the extra large 8-inch tri-clamp on top. So you can see that'll slot on there and get that nice and tight. Got another butterfly valve. This one's got the cute 34mm opening on that one. We've got plenty of blind caps there in the different sizes. Here we've got the adjustable dip tube there, the large racking arm. This is similar to what's on the Brewing systems, just quite a lot bigger. One elbow joint. There's the pressure release valve. We've got the pressure gauge and diaphragms there, and attachments for that. One box left. I couldn't actually remember if that was included, so that's great that that is. I've just installed the blow-off cane, so now I'm going to install the analog pressure gauge. This one's slightly different in that the gaskets that you attach are these blue membranes. They're like small diaphragms. So before you install this, you can see this one's whole intact. You just need to put a small hole there in the centre so that the pressure gauge can work correctly. So now I'll pop that on. Also really important is that you install this safety valve here. So this is a pressure release valve. So should the pressure get too high, even though it's a uni-tank and it can contain a good amount of pressure, if the pressure does get too high, then this little device will ensure that it vents off that excess dangerous pressure. So I'll install that next. Next to install is the spunding or sounding valve. This was actually an optional extra that you can pick up on the website. So this will release additional pressure at a set value. So you can set the value here by twisting this, and then it will work in a similar fashion to the pressure release valve. So you can ferment under pressure, which is a great addition to a uni-tank. So I'll pop that on top as well. So I've just had to uninstall the blow-off tube because I've realised that actually this attachment here will screw into your legs and then attach itself around the blow-off tube to keep it in place. It comes with this rubber gasket that you can slot onto the blow-off tube, and then that will clip around. You can see there you've got your thread for a screw to go into the leg holes. So I'll reattempt to fit that now. Another extra that I got to go with the uni-tank is this THERMOWELL. So this will just slot right into one of the 34mm ports, and then you can put in your Inkbird probe or any other probe that you've got. So I'll go and pop that in one of the 34mm ports on the front. So after putting everything together, I took the F80 for a test run by fermenting 60 litres of a second batch of Lutra Pseudo Lager. I featured this brew in my last video, and I definitely recommend giving it a try yourself if you haven't already. The test went great, and finally getting a chance to ferment under pressure was a good experience. Having a brew ready to go almost straight out of the fermenter was really great. Overall, this bit of kit is well built, robust, and best of all, it's really customisable. There are plenty of tri-clamp ports of various sizes to add whatever you need to personalise this vessel to your brewing process. After assembly and a quick clean, the F80 is ready to start fermenting, although you'll probably find yourself wanting to grab a few extras for the next brew. I recommend at least getting the spunding valve to start with to make full use of the pressure fermenting capabilities. I'll go over some of my recommended additions in a future video. It's a great bit of kit, and I'd highly recommend it for homebrewers looking to get more heavily involved in their craft. But do be aware with how technically involved this bit of kit is, it will add some time to your pre and post brew day. Most of that time is going to be disassembling, reassembling and cleaning. It's definitely a lot more involved than your standard fermenter, but that's part of the fun. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to showing off the performance of this F80 in my next brew day episode. If you've got any questions about the F-Series uni-tanks, feel free to leave me a comment below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.